ready? Are you ready? You ready? Are you ready? You ready? You ready? The people them ready, 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 ready. Free the style, yeah. So all who did think me did done already, me did just a cool on ya. Tell them teacher ready, calling me school on ya. Watch me, I'm out the love ya. Tell them respect themselves, respect the youth, respect your elders, man. Know what you are sing, what you are bring, what you are put in a song. Cause when the streets find out you know real, you come you now belong. You are go surprise to want see you feel. Take me advice man, me did just a cool for a bit. Now me back on me studio shit. Magician just send me a beat. Come record this clip. Now I never who thought with the quit. When them know what me start this shit. Me a the captain, this a my team. And me a steal this shit. The people them ready, 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 ready. With a style, yeah. So all who did think me did done already, me did just a cool on ya. Tell them teacher ready, calling me school on ya. Watch me, I'm a call of ya. Look how long me a style. And when me no sing songs for a while, me have so much ease. I beat them like a child. And me real in the streets. When I check me profile, and me never switch. K.R.D. all the while. I fast than a who boost them. They must don't know about me. Let me tell you about fake friends. When I know about loyalty, me watch them, me not trust them. Cause them not like me. Them still can't do it like me. All they fight, them all a fight me. The people them ready, 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 ready. Feel a style, yeah. So all who did think me did done already, me did just a cool on ya. Tell them teacher ready, calling me school on ya. Watch me, I'm a call of ya. Tell them respect themselves, respect the youth, respect your elders, man. Know what you are sing, what you are bring, what you are put in a song. Cause when the streets find out you know real, you come you now belong. You are go surprise to want see you feel. Take me advice man, me did just a cool for a bit. Now me back on the studio shit. Magician just send me a beat. Come record this quick. I wanna put out with the quit. When them know what me start this shit. Me and the captain, this a my team. And me a steal this shit. People them ready, 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 ready. Feel a style, yeah. So all who did think me did done already, me did just a cool on ya. Tell them teacher ready, calling me school on ya. Watch me, I'm a call of ya. The people them ready, 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 ready. Feel a style, yeah. So all who did think me did done already, me did just a cool on ya. Tell them teacher ready, calling me school on ya. Watch me, I'm a call of ya. Tell them it's bad. Me no know what them a talk about. When them say sink it's mad. When everywhere in the world have problem, everywhere need God. Tell them easy no man. Come you love sink it's bad. Come take a look. More food to eat and cook. More places to see than you read in a book. If you're ready for a good time, let the good vibes steal your heart like a cook. But look, don't trouble or you'll get shook. Say it sweet, you'll get hooked. Every other trip that you take won't compare to the sinkage trip that you took. Me no know about you, but me love sink it's bad. Me no know what them a talk about. When them say sink it's mad. When everywhere in the world have problem, everywhere need God. Tell them easy no man. From you love sink it's bad. So much good people to meet. Me hear the word on the street. Is everybody a sing out? Say sink it's sweet. So much good people to meet. The word on the street is everybody a sing out. Say sink it's sweet. Me no know about you, but me love sink it's bad. Me no know what them a talk about. When them say sink it's mad. When everywhere in the world have problem, everywhere need God. Tell them easy no man. From me love sink it's bad. Me no know about you, but me love sink it's bad. Me no know what them a talk about. When them say sink it's mad. When everywhere in the world have problem, everywhere need God. Tell them easy no man. From your love sink it's bad.
to top stories. More than 7,000 persons have received first dose of COVID-19 vaccine. Roll Up to Roll Out campaign continues at Molyneux Health Center, and senior health official urges everyone to get vaccinated. The details on these stories and more after the break.
In your formative years, we were there. When you got the good news and the bad, we were right there with you. Through all your great adventures, we were always right by your side. Now that life has thrown us a curveball, we are still here. And as we navigate this difficult period, the SKCCU will continue to be there for you and your family to help you through. We will assist you in safely and efficiently accessing your funds through our digital platforms, online banking, mobile banking, ATMs, and even our drive-through services. We can get through this together with responsible financial decisions by making food and medication a priority, practicing proper hygiene, maintaining social distancing, and constant prayer.
We're here for you. We're still here. We will get through this together.
SKCCU will continue to be your financial partner for life.
Use BioCare Lab Strong Ends products to supercharge your hair with deep lasting hydration from nature's most amazing moisturizers, raw moisturizing honey, and conditioning shea butter. These ingredients pull moisture from the hair to boost, strengthen, and restore the oldest and weakest parts of your hair, your ends, helping to keep them stronger. Wow, beautiful hair. Strong Ends. Dry, damaged, breaking hair, and no hair growth? Strong ends? Whoa! I'm not cutting this hair for anything. Weak, thinning edges due to weaves and braids. Strong ends? Longer and free of split ends. Get supercharged from roots to end with BioCare Lab's Strong Ends Honey and Shea Butter Infused Relaxer and Hair Growth Product. Available retail at CNC Superfoods on the Bay Road and wholesale at CNC Trading on the CAP Southville Industrial Park. Telephone 465-4081.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I'm Carla Barrage. Over 7,000 persons in St. Kitts and Nevis have now received their first dose of the Oxford AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine. This was revealed by Public Relations Officer for the Health Emergency Operations Center, Dr. Marissa Cathy, during her report at the National Emergency Operations Center press briefing on March 17th. Dr. Cathy said that the national COVID-19 vaccination rollout and awareness campaign, which was launched on February 22nd, is continuing.
We are just about halfway through week 3. We have, as of today, we have a total of 7,071 vaccine doses would have been administered, and that puts us at 21.4% of our target population. On the next slide, you will see a breakdown of the doses administered. So we have 5,102 doses being administered in St. Kitts, 1,969 doses administered in Nevis, again giving us that total of 7,071 doses being administered, with putting us at a total of 21.4% of our target population.
The Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine is administered in 2 doses with 10 weeks between the first and second jab. One is only deemed to be fully vaccinated against COVID-19 after receiving both doses. Persons wishing to receive the vaccine can visit any health center in St. Kitts and Nevis. Our coverage of the vaccination rollout across St. Kitts continues with a visit to the Molyneux Health Center. Mervyn Thompson filed this report.
The lead community nurse in Molyneux, Doris Bradshaw, says she is proud of the number of young persons opting to get vaccinated in that area. While there have only been 244 vaccines given since March 3rd, Nurse Bradshaw told ZIZ News on Thursday that the majority has been persons aged 18 to 40 years.
So far, the vaccination campaign has been great. I must say, persons have been coming out to the Molyneux Health Center to be vaccinated, and I realize that the younger population are mostly the ones that are coming out, and it has been great. We've had approximately 244 persons since we started on March the 3rd.
Nurse Bradshaw said that it is her hope to have as many persons in her area vaccinated ahead of the national June timeline. She also revealed that she and her team of nurses have been doing walkthroughs in surrounding villages as part of their awareness campaign and have been receiving a favorable response. Persons who may not be able to visit the health center are not left out. She said that they can contact the center and a home visit will be scheduled, as has been the case with the Grange Convalescent Home and in one instance where a patient is disabled. Nurse Bradshaw urges many to get vaccinated.
Come on now to be vaccinated. I think it's a good idea, it's a great decision, and we must not hesitate but vaccinate.
Elderly persons have also been vaccinated and are reporting that they feel fine, according to Nurse Bradshaw, with only one patient having as much as a fever. Reporting for ZIZ News, I'm Mervyn Thompson.
Now in its fourth week, St. Kitts and Nevis' vaccination program has netted some 7,071 persons who have been vaccinated. Others are being urged to get vaccinated. As global travel and tourism picks up, health officials are hopeful that this number will increase. As such, the government is pushing for 70% of the target population to be vaccinated before June 2021 to reduce the risk of serious illness, hospitalizations, or deaths as a result of COVID-19. The vaccine is administered free of cost to the population, and residents are urged to roll up to roll out and get vaccinated. During Leadership Matters on Tuesday night, Medical Chief of Staff at the Joseph and Franz General Hospital, Dr. Cameron Wilkinson, warned that persons may become very ill if infected. He also said that death can be a result if not vaccinated, noting the most recent quarantine breach.
It is important that vaccination campaigns continue. We must not hesitate and get vaccinated, because despite all of our efforts, the virus will keep coming as it did today, and will soon hitch a ride into our community, and we can have community spread. The vaccine, however, is guaranteed to protect you. It can prevent you from getting sick, from getting severe disease, from being hospitalized.
And various businesses and organizations that have hosted or is hosting educational sessions about the COVID-19 vaccines, its safety and efficacy. Coming up, government offers discounted land rate to residents of Lagreet Extension, and Water Services Department to continue well drilling program. Stay with us.
We are all essential in the fight against COVID-19.
At Courts, we're doing our part, and we encourage you to stay at home, stay safe, and shop online at www.shopcourts.com.
For added convenience, our Courts online customers will receive free delivery and get up to 20% off televisions, appliances, and homewares. Plus, if you shop with Ready Finance, you will pay nothing down for 60 days. Now, you can stay home, shop online, and save.
Remember, do the essential. Wear a mask, wash your hands, practice social distancing, stop the spread.
There is no better time to discover what your National Bank Visa debit or Black Cards can do.
Mimi, what's that sound?
card can get you out of a pickle. Using my National Bank Visa card is fast, secure, and convenient.
Cashless SKN is our new lifestyle choice. National Bank, always here.
Horsewood's Building and Nevis Centers are making lawn and garden easy. Come to Horsewood's Building and Nevis Center now and get 25% off store-wide on our entire lawn and garden department. Yes! For the months of February and March, Horsewood's Building Center and Nevis Center is making improving your lawn and garden easy. 25% off all garden supplies, garden equipment, garden accessories, including weed eaters, lawnmowers, and much more. Get 25% off all lawn and garden items happening now at Horsewood's Building Center in St. Kitts and Nevis. Horsewood's Building and Nevis Centers, making home improvement easy.
Get ready for an exciting year with Flow Broadband and TV connecting you at home. Sign up now and get a free Samsung tablet worth over $900. Up to 100 megabits per second blazing internet will keep everyone on top of everything every day. While Flow TV delivers the best home entertainment with the latest shows on demand in HD plus favorites you can record. Visit your nearest Flow store today to sign up for Flow Broadband and TV and get your free Samsung tablet. Conditions apply.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Welcome back. The Ministry of Sustainable Development has decided to offer discounted land rates, interest-free, to approximately 90 residents who reside on properties at Lagreet Extension without title, right, or lease. That's the word from Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Sustainable Development, Elwita Simpson Brown, during an interview with the St. Kitts and Nevis Information Service on Tuesday, when the ministry began the first in a series of meetings with residents.
For a number of years, the residents of the Lagreet community have been living in unsustainable conditions. The government vowed that they would change this and bring it to a place where they can feel proud to live. The government then decided to give them ownership of the land that they have been living on. Also would have reduced the land because they have been living there for so long. They will be getting the land at $2 per square foot.
Mrs. Simpson Brown said that the matter was taken to Cabinet by the parliamentary representative, Honorable Akila Barron Nisbet, and Cabinet decided to sell for half the price instead of $4. Addressing the residents, P.S. Simpson Brown said that the idea of owning a piece of land empowers people, so the government is pleased to assist.
Land ownership is a very serious thing, because land ownership not only gives you the power to construct your house, repair your house, do an addition to the house that you now live in, allow your children to go off to university, get a loan for whatever reason, you name it, it gives you the power. So you coming here today in starting the process to own the land that you live on, I find that remarkable, and I just want to congratulate and commend all of you.
Dwight Francis, Director of Lands and Surveys, shared similar sentiments, adding that the project aims to help the residents to live more comfortably.
We want you guys to understand and to appreciate that moving forward, we are now regularizing your situation where, as before, you could not have used the parcel to get any kind of financing or whatsoever, because you did not have what they call security of tenure. we are now allowing you the opportunity to get ownership. And with this ownership, you can now access financing that was not available to you before. We're trying to see how we can help you to help yourself to develop the area, to make sure that everyone, and uplift the area and make the area a much, much better place for everyone.
The staff of the Ministry of Sustainable Development was on hand to answer questions raised and assist persons in filling out the application forms. The project is dubbed Lagreet North. To maintain a beautiful surrounding and ensure there is value added to the properties, owners will not be permitted to fence their properties with galvanized or galvalume. Additionally, no resident will be allowed to raise goats, sheep or pigs in the area. The residents were, however, encouraged to engage in backyard gardening or farming. And finally, on the local scene, the St. Kitts Water Services Department will continue its well drilling program by contracting 2 hydrologists from BEAD LLC. This was stated by Cromwell Williams, acting water engineer at the department, during Wednesday's edition of Working for You. BEAD LLC has had a business relationship with St. Kitts and Nevis and has handed over 2 operational and an offline non-operational wells to the Nevis Island administration in 2018 after a 10-year agreement between both parties. Mr. Williams said that in St. Kitts the supply of water needs to increase because the demand for it is high.
I think that unfortunately when we look at the situation locally in St. Kitts, we are not in the position that we would like to be in terms of the amount of water that we have, supply versus the demand.
Potable and non-potable water demand. The hydrologists from BEAD LLC are slated to arrive in the country this week, and St. Kitts Water Services Department is hopeful that within the coming months, the water supply within the Federation will be improved. Coming up in regional news, Jamaica receives over 14,000 doses of vaccines on the COVAX facility. The details when we come back.
Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis. We make a sustained positive difference in your life.
It takes a village
to raise our children
into productive citizens
and progressive communities.
It takes a village
To provide support to our young people
who are going down the wrong path
and need family and community support.
It takes a village
to help our children who have made a mistake,
To take responsibility
and learn from their mistakes.
It takes a village
to actively help in the rehabilitation of our youth.
to assist them in being productive, to reintegrate back into our communities,
It takes a village
to care about each other,
to lift up our children.
And make them into better adults.
It takes a village to give our youths
a chance for change.
Join the movement
And give our children a chance for change.
This message is brought to you by the USAID OECS Juvenile Justice Reform Project 2, funded by the United States Agency for International Development. For more information, log on to oecs.org/JJRP.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
I wear a mask because I want to protect my child, but also I want to protect his classmates and his teachers.
I wear a mask because I care about the frontline workers who will have to work even harder if those around me get sick.
I wear a mask to protect my family. I wear a mask to protect you. I wear a mask because it is the right thing to do.
I wear a mask because I don't want to put any vulnerable individuals at risk, like my elderly loved ones.
I wear a mask because
we are all in this together.
Thinking of a place where you can get all your gadgets and electronics at affordable prices? Well, think no more. Royal Electronics has all your electronic wants and needs. We have cell phones, smart TVs starting at 24 all the way up to 95 inches. Now that's a big deal. Laptops, Bluetooth speakers, PlayStation 4 consoles, refrigerators, washing machines, small appliances, and much more. And we now have 2 locations. Yes, 2 stores to choose from. Store 1 located inside the food court, and our brand new store opposite Payless. Both stores on Port Zante, or call us at 466-8625 or 767-6186. Royal Electronics, best affordable prices, easy layaway plans, and quality service guaranteed. So visit us. You don't want to miss out on the biggest deals in St. Kitts and Nevis.
I took the vaccine because I want the in-person audience experience at Sugar Mass 50.
I took the vaccine because I want to be performing with all my peoples on Ultra Truck this year for Carnival.
I get vaccinated because I want to be on the road for Sugar Mass 50.
The reason I chose to be vaccinated because I'm a professional as an entertainer, for us to have a safer Boyton Carnival.
I am DJ Flint, and I got vaccinated because I want Sugar Mass 50 to be greater than ever.
I took the vaccine because I miss entertaining thousands of people and I miss hosting my own events. See you at Sugar Mass 50. Boom.
Get vaccinated quickly to turn up Sugar Mass 50.
Hi, I'm John Hazard, and for me, it's all about food.
And we're moving now to news on the regional scene. The shipment of vaccines recently shipped to Jamaica represents the first installment of a total of 124,800 doses to be received through the COVAX facility. Now the remaining allocations, according to Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton, are expected to be delivered by May 2021. More in this CVM News report.
As the global rollout of COVAX vaccines accelerates, Jamaica is the first Caribbean country to receive a shipment under the facility.
We certainly feel privileged and fortunate that we are the first. We certainly need our brothers and sisters in the Caribbean region to have their day and to get their quotas. This is a facility involving over 168 countries, I believe.
Jamaica received its first 50,000 doses of vaccines donated by the government of India on March 8. Administering of the vaccines started 2 days later.
On Sunday of this week, March 14th, yesterday, we had inoculated some 12,099 persons across the island, which represents some 71% of the target that we had set for the first week. Now the week still has today and tomorrow, and then of course Wednesday is the start of the new. So depending on what happens today and tomorrow, we will have a sense. But my own view is that 71% with 2 days remaining is not a bad achievement.
Dr. Tufton says for this week the program will be extended to infirmaries across the island, as well as parliamentarians who are 60 and over, and to critics who continue to ask when the minister and the prime minister will be inoculated.
Don't fall in the over 60s for sure, or in the group with comorbidities. And so we do feel relatively safe in terms of our capacity to withstand the virus.
Vaccination against infectious diseases has for decades been the main response to reducing the burden on public healthcare systems. Now the government's mandate remains to source and procure 4 million doses of vaccines by March 2022, which is expected to inoculate just about 65% of the population. I am Robianne Williams reporting for CVM Live.
Health Minister Sir Malwin Joseph has set his sights on having Antigua and Barbuda attain herd immunity against COVID-19 by this summer. Minister Joseph was providing an update on the country's vaccination program. He also explained why this timeline is so crucial.
Herd immunity can be achieved, in my estimation, given all the possibility of different time, by the middle of July.
That would mean vaccinating close to 80% of the population with a second dose of the 2-dose regimen. An individual is considered fully vaccinated 2 weeks after the second dose of a 2-dose vaccine. By the end of this week, the minister expects 27,000 individuals would have received their first dose of the vaccine. 14,400 doses of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine are expected in the island by the end of this month, and this will mean enough doses will be set aside for a second dose for all 27,000 people vaccinated so far. Now, during phase 2, the government expects to provide first doses for a further 50,000 people, using half of a supply of 100,000 doses expected in the country. I asked Minister Joseph what will be the source of these 100,000 doses.
Let me just recognize the Herculean effort being made by the Prime Minister. He's tapping at all the doors, and he has about 3 leads right now, and a fourth one, if Boris Johnson decides to respond. And we believe that we should be able to achieve that within the month of April.
Phase 3 of the vaccination program will see second doses for the close to 80,000 people who would have received the first dose. Meanwhile, the minister is standing by the safety of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine.
We await the research and the evaluation of what has transpired in other marketplaces. But we are confident that the AstraZeneca vaccine is a safe and efficacious vaccine.
Sir Malwin is also watching closely what is emerging in the country's largest trading partner and tourism source market, the United States. This is what President Biden said recently.
If we do our part, if we do this together, by July the 4th, there's a good chance you, your families and friends will be able to get together in your backyard or in your neighborhood and have a cookout or a barbecue and celebrate Independence Day. That doesn't mean large events with lots of people together, but it does mean small groups will be able to get together. After this long, hard year, that will make this Independence Day something truly special, where we not only mark our independence as a nation, but we begin to mark our independence from this virus.
In Antigua and Barbuda, that has significance for the tourism industry. I'm also hearing that the cruise industry is planning to restart within that time. So it's important for us in Antigua and Barbuda not to be behind the United States.
Coming up, Shaman Powell of the ECCB stops by to speak with us about the launch of the Dcash pilot. Up front is next.
I took the vaccine because I want the in-person audience experience at Sugar Mass 50.
I took the vaccine because I want to be performing with all my people on Ultra Truck this year for Carnival.
I get vaccinated because I want to be on the road for Sugar Mass 50.
The reason I chose to be vaccinated because of my profession as an entertainer was to have a safer, brighter Carnival.
I am DJ Flame, and I got vaccinated because I want Sugar Mass 50 to be greater than ever.
I took the vaccine because I miss entertaining thousands of people and I miss hosting my own events. See you at Sugar Mass 50.
Get vaccinated quickly to turn up Sugar Mass 50.
Imagine having the luxury of putting all your trust in one insurance company and being able to enjoy life to the fullest without having to worry. Well, don't imagine. National Caribbean Insurance is here to take care of all your insurance needs. Insure your life, vehicle, boat, home, belongings, and your future. At NCI, we make it our business to ensure that you enjoy every stage in life. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Upfront. I'm Carla Berridge. There has been some talk about Dcash coming to the Federation, and so in the studios with us this evening is Charmaine Powell, and she is the chairperson of the ECCB FinTech Working Group. Hello and welcome to Upfront.
Hi Carla, nice to be here.
Okay, so there are persons who have heard about Dcash but do not know what it is. Tell us, what is Dcash?
Dcash is a digital version of the easy currency. Currently, we have physical notes and coins, and Dcash is actually a digital version of that, which can be accessed via a smart device. So there's an app that is downloaded to your smart device, and you can access it whether it's a smartphone or a tablet. Okay. So basically, it's just a digital form of our easy currency.
Okay, so ECCB is about to roll out a pilot project. Tell us about that.
So what we're doing is testing what a digital currency will be like in the currency union. Mm-hmm. So initially we have selected 4 countries to roll out this pilot, namely Antigua and Barbuda, Grenada, St. Lucia, and St. Kitts and Nevis. And what we'll be doing is we'll be making Dcash available to the general public in these 4 countries, and then they can use that Dcash now to spend, whether to pay bills, buy groceries, buy medication, whatever you use physical cash for currently, persons are going to be using the Dcash to do that. Now the intention is that sometime during, it's a 12-month pilot, so sometime during that 12-month period, we actually bring on the remaining 4 countries into the pilot. So the pilot that runs across all 8 ECCU countries.
Okay. So for persons or merchants who want to be a part of the pilot, how can they be a part of it?
So there are 2 ways that you can join the pilot. For merchants, let's start with the merchants. For merchants, they can register to join the pilot via their financial institutions. So we have financial institutions actually participating in the pilots, and there are commercial banks and credit unions in the ECCU. And so a merchant will have to sign up through their financial institution. So once they've downloaded the app from the App Store, they then register. There's an online application via the app. They register using that app, and their financial institution will approve their registration. And once that is done, they now have a digital wallet through which they can transact their Dcash. Now similarly, for some users who wish to have a registered base wallet, they can go to their financial institution, a similar process. They will download the app to the devices, and then they will have a code provided by the financial institution, and they will use that code to register to be a registered base user. Once they have the digital wallet approved by the financial institution, they can now transact it. They can get Dcash to their wallet for transactions. And for those customers, they can actually transfer cash from their account at the bank to their digital wallet. So the same online messaging platform, whether it's your internet banking or mobile banking, you can transfer funds from your account at the bank to your digital wallet. So that's for persons who have accounts at commercial banks, or who persons who want to use their accounts at the commercial bank to be part of the pilot. Now we have another group of persons who may not have accounts at commercial bank, or whose commercial bank or credit union is not in the pilot, and so they have to have a value-based wallet. Now that is done through agencies, and so there are named agencies in the country who will provide those value-based wallet services. The process is similar. So you go online, download the app, and then you fill out the application through the app itself, and the agency will approve your wallet. In these instances, though, for persons to fund their wallet, they actually have to take physical cash to the agent or a merchant and exchange it for digital cash. It's like copper before. You take in your cash and you get your wallet topped up.
Okay, so that goes into my next question, which is, does this cancel out physical cash?
No, it doesn't, and we never intend for it to. What we're saying, we provide another option. Our tagline for Dcash is faster, safer, and cheaper. So you know your physical cash right now, it can get lost, it can get stolen. With your digital cash, because it's on your device, so even if you lose your device, there's a way to retrieve your cash. There's a process you can actually get access to your cash. So, but we do understand that cash will always be used. There will always be persons who want to use cash. But our ultimate goal is to reduce the use of physical cash by 50% by the year 2025. So we're not replacing it, we're just going alongside another option.
Okay, we're moving on up. Yes. Okay, sounds good. Okay, I want to thank you so much for coming. And before we leave, I'll just give you the opportunity to look into this camera and invite people to be a part of the pilot. And tell us when it begins.
So Dcash launches on March 31st, 2021. So I take this opportunity to invite all persons on March 31st to go out to your financial institution or to the agency and be a part of this history making in the ECU. Make sure you use Dcash.
All right, thank you so much for coming, Ms. Powell. This has been Upfront. I'm Carla Berge, and I've been speaking with Charmaine Powell of the ECCB about Dcash, which will be piloted starting March 31st. More after this.
For 2021, Smart Electronics is giving you the best deals you can ever imagine. From January 1st until April 30th, you will get the best deals in the entire federation.